Hello and welcome. Today we're going to talk about 5 tips to getting on your path as a soulful, client-centered hypnotherapist and past life regression specialist. I'm so happy that you've joined me here today because I'm going to show you the specific steps you'll take to launch a career that will give you the protocols and strategies to help others who are struggling to get past blocks and relieve pain and suffering. They want to find meaning and purpose in life and are striving to live in wellness and abundance. This webinar is for soulful men and women whose calling is to be a healer or guide to others, offering deep transformation in body, mind, and spirit. This is for those of you who are willing to walk in the fire and hold the space for your clients. This includes medical and mental health practitioners, healers, or coaches, with clients who require more effective, efficient, and long-lasting solutions to their blocks, pain, trauma, addictions, and money issues. And this is for heart-centered people in career transition who want to step up to their calling and make a difference in people's lives and in the world. I work with men and women who are in the top 5%, those who are committed to their lives and to creating a successful career, helping others in need of self-awareness, transformation, and well-being. If this is you, you're invited to stick with me through this webinar because I want to share some interesting information with you. Here's what we're going to cover in the next 40 minutes or so. I'm going to show you what hypnosis is and how my integrative method will give you a unique advantage when it comes to quickly resolving pains, blocks, addiction, trauma, relationship issues, and inner conflict. I'll even talk about the difference between the old-fashioned method of hypnosis and the latest cutting-edge way this powerful tool is being applied. You'll want to be mindful of this important distinction. I'll tell you about past life regression and how this important body of work will support your clients in personal and spiritual growth, finding their purpose, and charting a better course for their future. I'm going to share with you the 5 simple tips you can start implementing in your career right now to becoming a soulful hypnotherapist and past life regression specialist. And I'll outline how to get registered and get started on this exciting learning adventure. So before we go any further though, let me tell you who this course is not for. This is not for you if you know that healing and coaching is not your calling. Your heart's not in the right place to nurture or listen to others. And being your own boss and in charge of financial stability, your time, your freedom don't speak to you, or you simply aren't interested in investing in your career to bring it to a higher, more successful level. So if you're in that 95% of practitioners who are happy staying right where you are in your career and in the results that you're getting, you don't need to stick around. I wish you well on your journey. So let's get started by looking at hypnotherapy. Hypnosis is a profound state of relaxation, focused mind, and heightened sensory awareness, achieved when applied techniques take the brain waves of the subject to the level of alpha or below. Hypnotherapy has become so popular because people are discovering that it's one of the most rapid and effective ways to explore, discover, correct, and enhance personalities, lifestyle, health, and well-being. Over recent years, we've learned so much about consciousness and our minds. What we've learned about the human mind is when our brainwave frequencies move from our everyday beta state and into alpha, delta, or theta, we're able to access a rich and vast source of creativity, intuition, and wisdom. This even allows us to construct the very things we want to manifest. Yes, this is the level we want to be swimming in to create and attract good things into our lives. When we are in hypnosis, we're influencing the mind to resonate to the frequencies in between alpha and delta. Down here is the luscious pool of creative, intuitive inspiration, powerful wisdom and manifestation, and the ability to heal at a very deep level. Here are some other developments in the world of consciousness and its connection to healing. Through the brilliant work of cellular biologist Bruce Lipton, we are aware now that our mind is in direct control of determining cellular health. He goes on to say that the most efficient way to manage our health and well-being is through hypnotherapy. Let me share a testimonial from a massage therapist who took my training. I chose to attend this professional hypnotherapy training because I wanted to expand my healing realm. I needed to grow and move into a new model for my massage practice for relieving pain, changing patterns, and healing wounds. For my personal life, wow, I was deeply impacted by healing in myself to be a healthier, more vibrant human. I recommend this course due to personal growth and healing, as well as learning tools to help make this world a better place by helping and facilitating healing in others. When I was working on my PhD, I came across this fascinating research by Doctors Suzanne Segerstrom and Richard Miller. Over a 30-year period, they tracked studies of nearly 19,000 people and concluded that the nature of a person's stress has a direct correlation to the condition or disease they'll develop later in life. A direct correlation. That means if you find the source of stress, you'll know the future of that person's health. And also, when a client comes into your office already suffering from an illness, you can trace it back to the root cause of their stress. Meanwhile, we'll talk about my favorite topic, past life regression. It's the exploration of memories from lifetimes in the past and the future that are otherwise unavailable to your conscious mind. Past life regression and exploring the time between lives is an indispensable path we use to do our deepest soul work. Let's move on to the 5 tips that you need to take to become a soulful and successful holistic practitioner. Number 1 is to begin to own your life and your career. Commit to owning it. It's how you show up in the world. It's how you show up for yourself and how you fulfill your purpose. Be in that 5% of practitioners who are dedicated and success-oriented. You have the power to create this success and independence for yourself. If healing and coaching is your soul path, commit to providing the best service and support you can for your clients. Recognize that wishful thinking and putting off your dedication to your work just aren't going to work for you. If you're truly serious, you would stop fantasizing and step into your future as quickly as possible. Every day is another day of doing the same old thing and getting the same results. Every year is a year that you aren't starting or expanding your holistic healing and coaching practice. A year where you aren't showing up in the most powerful way for your clients. There are people out there who are waiting for you to show up and fulfill your life purpose. People who are going to be best served by your particular energy. They're searching for you, but they won't get that if you haven't stepped into being fully in your power. It just doesn't work. And it also doesn't work if you aren't 100% committed. Not committed to me or my course, but committed to you and your career. Here are some kind words from Dorothy, who had a career in corporate America and wanted a way to connect to something more spiritual and heart-centered. For anyone who is thinking about taking the hypnotherapy class with Mary LaBay, I would definitely say, take the class. Mary Lee is a wonderful teacher, very warm and open, compassionate, and personally interested in each student. I learned tools for self-healing and for helping others as well. This started out as an interest, but developed into a passion. I gained personal healing, made new friends, and found a new community. My whole life improved. I highly recommend the hypnotherapy program to anyone who is curious about it. I truly believe it can change your life. So now, number 2, we've talked about the power of hypnotherapy and its importance in healing the body. There's the old way of hypnotherapy, and there's a new cutting edge way. This old way is what is taught in the majority of trainings around the world. Conjure in your mind the images of a hypnotist swinging a pendulum and saying, "You are becoming very sleepy." Yes, in the old-fashioned method, the hypnotist has to prepare a script in advance, either leafing through tomes of pre-written scripts or spend hours writing an original one. When their client comes to the office, they use various methods, spending a lot of time putting their client into trance. They test for depth and then read the chosen script, gives suggestions, and then brings their client out. You can only hope that the script did the job, and sometime in the future, you may learn the outcome of your session. In working with any problem, I see this old method as similar to mowing down weeds. The issues the client has are like the weeds, with roots that stretch back to the past. When weeds are mowed down, they appear to be gone, but over time, those roots will simply grow new shoots and the weeds become a problem once again. You may have temporary relief of the presenting issue, but the problem really hasn't changed. The evolved way of facilitating hypnotherapy and past life regression is soulful, client-centered, and done in a dialogue so that your client is fully engaged and the protocols are tailored specifically to their unique situation. My LaBay method of hypnotherapy gives you access to communicate with your client's subconscious mind. The additional tools that I teach you in my course will give you the power to provide the specific source and healing needed for each individual client. Things like making better decisions, creating better boundaries, trust issues, dealing with addictions, having better relationships, dealing with pain, anxiety, being free to have better abundance, and removing those pesky blocks. You see, a major part of my own purpose is to raise consciousness in myself and in others. To that end, I see it as important that my clients become aware of what caused their condition, participate in correcting it, and can chart their own path forward. Every client is unique, and every client is empowered to take responsibility for their own life. Choose the right set of tools, ones where you can offer your clients safe and gentle experiences while incorporating effective protocols that help them achieve their goals. Once you are in control of these powerful tools, you're the one they're going to turn to as they face their life challenges. Here's another testimonial from a former student. I completed my original training with another instructor. We were only trained to write and use scripts while working with our clients. I came to Mary Lee's training because there were a lot more techniques included, and she combined hypnosis with more spiritual applications. When I realized we were not going to use scripts, I was really nervous. But in my first practice session, I experienced how liberating that is. Mary Lee's approach to not using scripts opened up an amazing creative door for me. I saw how much deeper I could go with my client following this new style. Thank you, Mary Lee, for your wisdom in helping me to be a deeper and more creative hypnotherapist. So our third tip, step out of your comfort zone. Being an entrepreneur and a successful one, takes boldness, courage, creativity, and a whole lot of passion. Many soulful practitioners are afraid to step out of their comfort zone. In the years of teaching my courses, I hear this story all the time. I see they have a great desire to move forward, to achieve more, to have more success, but they haven't found a structured pathway that's curated and guided, a pathway that lays it all out in a cohesive and practical way that can be immediately integrated into a solid career path. They tell me they take classes and workshops, and at the end are left to figure out what to do with it. How are they going to make it all fit together? They were left with no continuing support or guidance. Have you ever taken a class like that? It's like buying a complex piece of furniture you're expected to put together, but there are no instructions and some of the pieces are missing. Jill is a life coach, and after taking my course, she wrote the following. I had taken another training and I felt I needed more of a foundation in hypnosis principles. This class is packed with techniques, insights, and depth. The online structure is really easy to use and contains so much material. I am still reviewing and revisiting the material. This class is the real deal. Tip number 4, learn the foundational concepts and techniques of past life regression. There's a reason my course offers both hypnotherapy and past life regression. Imagine your soul is like a diamond with an infinite number of facets. You're living on one of those facets thinking this is all there is. But the majority of who you are is comprised of all those other facets. You in this body are just a small fraction of the whole of who you are. Like a diamond, one facet isn't going to shine with all the luster and brilliance that multiple facets will produce. The full potential of the diamond requires the interplay of all the facets, and so does your soul. Recalling past lives is foundational to personal and spiritual growth because how can you know who you are if you only know one out of millions of aspects of your soul's full dimensionality and brilliance? Not only is this awareness vital to expanded perspectives and consciousness, it helps us to get to the roots of dysfunction, gives us greater self-awareness. We can really see our character throughout eternity, how we've grown, changed, learned, and evolved. And we can understand and resolve past life traumas so that we don't carry it over as baggage into this lifetime. Past life regression gives us access to innate talents, deeper insights into relationships, allows us to recognize our soul mate and get clarity around our purpose. While in an ideal world, we would each be able to remember our past lives without any effort, in reality, that rarely happens. So hypnotherapy is the go-to protocol that gives the quickest and most reliable access to past life memories. Most trainings will offer a very surface presentation of past life regression and may spend an hour or maybe a chapter with very simple application techniques. Be discerning when shopping for your education. Be sure you get a well-rounded education from a trainer who not only can show you the basic mechanics, but can educate you on the full scope of this profound topic. You don't have to believe in past lives to enjoy this study, but I'll tell you from experience, once you see and experience this profound work, you will be an excited believer. Here are a few comments from graduates of my program. I enjoyed the instruction from Mary Lee and hearing about her life philosophy, which is fresh and interesting information for my mind and psyche to chew on. I chose this training because I wanted additional skills for resolving issues during past life regressions. Now I can confidently practice my first love, past life regression. This course was intense, eye-opening, and rewarding. I highly recommend this course because her techniques really work when used properly. And another testimonial from a student from Canada. I attended this training because I wanted to gain more mastery in past life regression and how I could use it. The experience of attending this professional training was profound. I gained knowledge of totally new concepts. Tip number 5 is the secret sauce in the school of life. You know you came into this life with a mission and purpose. You have put yourself on the path of fulfilling that mission. You're here on earth with a purpose of offering awareness, healing, and growth for others, and the even deeper purpose of achieving your own transformation and growth. So the question is not, what is your purpose? The real question is, who am I to excel, to step away from the average healer and coach and be special? Who am I to achieve my purpose by helping others to achieve their dreams? And finally, how will I show up in my life and my career? Gain confidence in what you do. Feel sure you have all the tools you need to support your clients in their quest to achieve the life they dream of, to have the breakthroughs and the aha moments and relief from pain and suffering, the self-awareness, confidence, and clarity in their own lives. These are the very tools that will let you fulfill your destiny, your purpose. Stop battling yourself and start to walk that path. Do you look around at your life and career and ask, is this all there is for me? Can't I do better? Can't I be self-employed with the freedom to name my hours and rates and schedule my vacation time whenever I want it? Isn't it time I create more effective, positive changes in the world and in the people who count on me? Or in your present practice, you get to a certain point with your clients and then they get stuck and they move on to another practitioner so that they get the results that they really want. Are you daydreaming about becoming a healer, counselor, or coach? You're longing to help people around you, but you don't have the formalized training in concepts and skills that would give you the confidence and credentials to really make a difference. Here is a testimonial from Francesca, who is also a psychologist. Having studied hypnotherapy with Mary Lee, I have expanded my skills and feel more connected to my healing craft in this world. I feel I can make an actual difference in the lives of people I work with. This training was amazing, so worthwhile, and I loved getting exposure to Mary Lee and my classmates. So here's a solution for you. Let's talk briefly about what you'll be able to do when you've taken my integrative hypnotherapy and past life regression certification training. Of course, you'll receive a well-rounded foundation in hypnotherapy and cutting-edge applications of NLP, which is neuro-linguistic programming, and past life regression. You'll learn to stay client-centered and soulful and apply more advanced techniques to help your clients with blocks, addictions, self-sabotage, decisions and inner conflict, pain, anxiety, and grief, childhood and family of origin issues, inner wisdom. You'll help them to shift perspectives, help them through their relationship issues, help them to gain powerful resources, deal with fears and phobias. There's a lot of shadow work that we get to do, and you'll help them find their soul purpose, get on their life path, and do really deep work right at the root. And I'll also give you a lot of information about how to open and build your practice. As a bonus, you'll get a printable copy of the popular scripts book, as well as other materials to support your learning journey. How do you imagine your career would be different if you could do all of that? Yolanda is a sociologist, and here's what she said. I've participated in countless programs and trainings and earned a couple of degrees. This is absolutely the most well put together program I've experienced. The meat of what you need to know has been consolidated and taught in a way that's easy and without a lot of unnecessary information. Mary Lee is definitely an authority in doing this work. Definitely worth the tuition. I feel very fortunate to have learned these skills from the best. If you're still with me and you're more certain about your choice to step into this exciting learning adventure, let me tell you a little bit about myself. I'm Mary Lee LaBay. I've been on a lifelong journey of exploring and expanding consciousness in my own life since I was a teenager and then with my clients. It didn't take long to realize that the perspectives and methods that I'm using are just too powerful and unique not to share with others. My spiritual journey began in the 1960s with tarot, astrology, and exploring my past lives. I was hard on the trail of my personal growth and then came upon hypnotherapy. I soon realized it held secrets to harnessing the power of the mind. Through my 30-year career in hypnotherapy and past life regression, I've authored 5 books on these topics. 2 of them are used in professional courses around the world. I have a lot of other certificates and a PhD in behavioral psychology. Just between you and me, I have spent tens of thousands of dollars on trainings, coaches, and spiritual gurus in search of the wisdom that I bring to my trainings. I've gone on retreats in Italy, England, Ireland, Scotland, Peru, India, and across the US to experience personal growth in past lives and to deepen my understanding of how this all works. Literally tens of thousands of dollars. I've distilled all that down for you. I put it in logical order, simplified the struggle, and found the best techniques and practices so that you wouldn't have to spend all that time and money figuring it out on your own. I provide you with the heart and essence of my learning journey at a fraction of the time and expense. Here's what Robin in Canada has to say. Amazing. I want to be just like Mary Lee when I grow up. She is professional, knowledgeable, wise, and talented. Here are the key shifts students receive in this unique educational experience. Radical up-leveling of skills and knowledge that you can apply immediately in your healing or coaching practice. Personal growth and transformation as you work with practice partners and receive the same results in your own life as you'll be able to deliver to your clients. Another graduate had this to say, I'm so excited to have studied with such a knowledgeable teacher. Mary Lee is very accessible. I felt supported. Navigation was easy and the lesson plan flowed seamlessly. The material is interesting and enlightening. I will take more courses from you in the future. It is imperative to my practice and reputation to train with the best. And this is from a naturopath who took my course. I feel honored to have studied with you. I am overcome with joy and excitement when I think of the work and transformation that I can facilitate using this powerful work. The group was so connected and the space was sacred. Thank you for all your gifts and knowledge. I am overflowing with gratitude and love for this healing art. So as I promised you, we talked about hypnotherapy, both the old-fashioned way and the new way that I've evolved, and how the LaBay method will give you the edge to quickly resolve blocks, pain, addiction, trauma, relationship issues, and inner conflict. We talked about what is past life regression and how this important body of work will support your clients in personal and spiritual growth, finding their purpose and charting a better course for their future. We covered the 5 tips you'll take to become a soulful hypnotherapist and past life regression specialist. And we still need to talk about how to get you enrolled. This is exciting. When you see what you'll learn in the LaBay method of integrative hypnotherapy and past life regression certification training, you'll know it far exceeds the content and style of any other training of this nature. Here's a testimonial from another naturopath. Your trainings are part of the roots of my work. Your courses gave me the structure to work with people's inner world. The experience supported my path to developing the work that I do now. Let's just take a breath. Relax your shoulders, suspend all your thoughts. We've covered a lot, and it's nice just to clear our minds. So thank you for sticking with me, because all that's left is to talk about how to get registered so you can embark on this exciting learning adventure. I loved everything about the live hypnotherapy and past life regression training and to watch Mary Lee in her zone of expertise. This will add something unique to my coaching tool bag so my clients will get the deep transformation they are looking for. This experience was magical. We all felt welcomed and safe and okay to make mistakes as we learned. Mary Lee is an expert and master at her craft, and I'm beyond excited and proud to have these new skills and to be able to serve my clients in such an important and life-changing way. Okay, let's review what your training will give you. You've seen the full list of everything you're going to be able to do. And so let's cover this as a quick overview. It's a full and comprehensive online training that gives you everything you need to be ready to open and build your private practice using hypnotherapy and past life regression. You'll get exclusive access to the private Facebook page, Soulful Hypnotherapy Community. You'll get 21 hours of live group calls with me, a printable copy of the coveted scripts booklet, and a whole lot of ongoing nurturing. You're going to be able to roll up your sleeves and get straightforward training in techniques you'll be able to practice and use immediately. Although students typically complete the course in 8 weeks, you'll have forever access to the materials to go back and be able to review it anytime in the future. If you are my soulmate student, you are passionate about your personal growth, about a steady focus on improving yourself personally as well as professionally. You are committed to your life and your career. You know you have gifts to offer the world and a mission to deliver them. You are excited to be self-employed, to have lifelong job security, and the freedom to dictate the lifestyle you choose for yourself. You see, commitment to your path and to completing the course is important to me because I am fully committed to my students. I want each of my students to enjoy great success, to build and grow their practice, to become the best hypnotherapist and past life regression specialist possible. I don't want you to waste your money or my energy if you're not prepared to follow through. If you're interested, check out the details and description on the link below and be sure to set up a call with me. I like getting to know each and every student. I am your teacher and mentor as you move into this new world of hypnotherapy and past life regression. You commit to the course and I commit to personally supporting you on this journey and guiding you into your successful career. So let's get started with our strategy call so we can get to know each other and prepare to set out on this exciting journey of learning and growth. I look forward to talking with you. Thank you.